I'm Sapna from Spinayon English Academy. Today I'm going to tell a funny story, The Lucky Duck. One Sunday morning, the duck was walking down the street. He saw something near the hedge. He went and pulled it out. It was a sack. It had gold and silver embroidery on it. The duck felt the sack was magical. So he made a short wish in his mind and opened the sack. I'm rich, I'm rich, I'm rich, shouted the duck. The bag was full of gold coin. He took the sack, put it on his back, and went home. The people were talking about the duck and his sack of gold. The king heard about the duck's sack of gold. The king had fought many futile wars and did not have money at all. So he went to the duck and said, Hey, duck, if you give me the gold coins, next year by this time I will give you back in double. The duck thought for some time and then he said, Next year by this time. The duck gave all the gold coins to the king. Do you think the king came back the next year to give the gold coins? No, he did not. So the duck decided to go and meet the king. He set out. He walked for some time. He saw a house and a ladder which was kept leaning on the wall. It was not the house that spoke to the duck, but the ladder. The ladder asked, Hey, duck, where are you going? The duck said, I'm going to meet the king. Quack, quack, quack. I want my money back, said the duck. Can I come with you? Asked the ladder. You are my friend. You can come with me, said the duck, and he opened his sack and said a few magical words. The ladder went into the sack. The duck took the sack, put it on his back, and started walking. He walked for some time and he saw a river. There were a lot of swans swimming. But it was not the swan that spoke, but the river. The river asked, Hey, duck, where are you going? The duck said, I'm going to meet the king. Quack, quack, quack. I want my money back, said the duck. Can I come with you? Asked the river. You are my friend. You can come with me. The duck opened his sack and said some magical words. The river flowed into the sack. The duck took the sack and put it on his back and he started walking. He walked for some time and reached a forest. He heard a buzzing sound. Zzz. There were some bees. The bees asked the duck, Hey, duck, where are you going? The duck said, I'm going to meet the king. Quack, quack, quack. I want my money back. Can we come with you? You are my friend. You can come with me. The duck opened his sack, said a few magical words, and all the bees went into the sack. The duck took the sack, put it on his back, and started walking. He reached the gate of the palace. The guard stopped him. Hey, duck, where are you going? I'm going to meet the king. Quack, quack, quack. I want my money back. The guard caught him round his neck and carried him into the palace. He put the duck in front of the king and said, This duck has come to ask for his money. How dare he? Said the king. Throw him into the deep ditches. The guard took him, went out into the garden, and put the duck into a ditch, a dark, deep ditch. The duck went down, down, down. It was dark, dark, dark. It was then the duck remembered he had a ladder in his bag. So he said the magical words, and the ladder came out. He climbed the ladder and reached the top. He looked at the palace and he knew that was the window of the king's bedroom. So he peeped through the window. The king was fast asleep. He slowly crept inside. He climbed onto the king's bed and shouted as loud as he can. Quack, quack, quack! I want my money back! The king woke up from his sleep. He caught the duck by its neck and took him straight into the kitchen. He gave it to his cook and said, This is my breakfast. I want it made into soup. Immediately, the chef caught the duck, put him in a saucepan, and closed. The water started boiling. The duck couldn't stand inside the saucepan any longer. Then he remembered he had a river in his bag. He opened his bag and said, River, out of my bag. Zzz, the river started flowing out of the bag and the duck swam out of his saucepan. The duck straight away went to the king's bedroom. The king had just had his morning shower. He was in his birthday dress. The duck said, Are you going to give me the money? The king said, No, I will not. The duck remembered he had some bees in his bag. He opened his sack and said, Quack, 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 bees out of bag. The bees came out of the bag and they started stinging the king. The king couldn't stand any longer. He ran out of the palace. He ran into the city. He ran further. The bees were chasing him. He ran further. He went to the village. He ran again and out of his kingdom, chased by the bees. Now the duck just looked under the cot. He saw all his gold coins kept in a sack. He took the gold coins and was about to leave the palace when the people surrounded him and said, "You are our king from today. You are so wise." That is how the lucky duck became the king. If you enjoyed the story, please do subscribe, like, and share my videos. I'll be uploading more stories for you.